Hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Alexandria. I'm a registered nurse by day and a freelance health content writer by night. If you like what you hear in this video, please subscribe below. Today, I'm going to be talking about subject matter experts and how do we find these guys? So subject matter experts are typically those people that you might interview for a writing piece or sample. And depending on the type of work that you're doing, but in particular health content writing, there will absolutely be times, especially if you're writing a feature, where you will probably need a subject matter expert. Now, subject matter experts can be patients, they can be physicians, they can be nurse practitioners, registered nurses, anyone who has experience, lived experience, or some other direct experience in the type of work that you are writing about. So there's a number of places, especially if you're looking for professional subject matter experts, that you can go to and tap into. And it took me a while to kind of figure this out too. In the early stages of my freelance writing career, I was reaching out to people in my network and asking, hey, where do I go to find cardiologists? Where do I go to find subject matter experts in mental health and maternal health? And there's some general roundabout places that you can typically go to for that. And I'm going to give you guys a list here. So the first one is obviously your network. I just mentioned that. Emailing, LinkedIn, phone call, whatever you use to communicate with people in your network, start there. Figure out who knows who and who might be able to refer you to someone who is a subject matter expert in the arena of work that you're looking into. Professional organizations. So I know, for example, for me, I've used American Heart Association, the American College of Cardiology is another one that I've used. These professional organizations that typically have people who are actively working within that organization who have committed to speaking to the media. Many of these organizations will have a media relations team, and they will get in contact with someone who is a working professional in the arena that you're inquiring about. And sometimes it can be a little bit slow, so give yourself time, at least a couple of days, to try to get in contact with one of these organizations before you run up on your deadline for your articles. Academic journals. So I know people sometimes are looking at places like American Heart Association when they have new releases of articles for journals for the week or for the month. Great place to go and see what's new, current events, and reach out to the corresponding author or the first author on those academic papers, because oftentimes they are willing to talk about the work that they have recently published. Now, sometimes you might still have to go through their employer and their media relations team, but that's at the discretion, or really that just depends on that particular person and, you know, any contract issues that might arise from them talking with specific people. So you may still have to go through a media relations team, but academic journals are also a good place to get potential subject matter experts for your content. Government agencies are great as more of a secondary source, people that you may not necessarily be able to interview, but organizations that have quite a bit of expertise in certain subjects, like Centers for Disease Control and Prevention or the World Health Organization. Again, American Heart Association has a world of articles on different types of heart diseases and management and treatment and living at home with these conditions, so you don't always necessarily have to go and get a cardiologist per se, but great secondary sources. And then finally, universities. A lot of professors are still publishing and are excellent sources of content and have a lot of lived experience, a lot of professional experience, have bodies of work that may be related to the area of interest that your article is related to. And then I had one more. Conferences. Conferences are a great place to build your network, because as you decide to venture out into more of the freelance writing or, you know, editorials or, you know, opinion pieces, whatever the case may be, you may still decide to consult with someone else who's a subject matter expert before you get to writing. And it's so much easier to find subject matter experts when you've already met them, they know who you are, and you've had the opportunity to connect with them face to face, and then, you know, follow up with them and build that relationship with them. It makes it that much easier for you to go to them and say, hey, I really need someone to help me write this piece. Can I interview you? So that's all I have for this episode. If you like what you've heard, please subscribe, tell me how I'm doing, and I'll see you guys next go round.